So in this lesson, we're going to talk about how to order numbers that are fractions and decimals from least to greatest. So they give me 4 different numbers. Some are fractions and some are decimals. And we want to put them in order from least to greatest, which means smallest to biggest. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is change our fractions into decimals. And you can use a calculator to do that. You don't have to use long division. So I can type in on my calculator 57 over 8. And on my calculator, to type this in a mixed number, and when I want to turn it into an improper fraction, so I have 7 and 1/11 as an improper fraction. I have to do 11 times 7, which is 77, and 77 plus 1 is 78. So this is the same as 78 over 11. So I'm going to pull up my calculator so I can change these. I like to use the Desmos Scientific calculator right here. So I'm going to type in my fractions. I have 57 divided by 8, and it tells me that it's 7.125. And so I'm going to put that down here. And then 78 over 11. 78 over 11 is 7.0909. And it's a repeating decimal, so I'm going to round it just to, let's say, 3 decimal places, since everything else is at least 2 or 3 decimal places. Let's go 3, so 0.091. 7.091. The reason I rounded it to and not just 0.90 is because I have 0.0909. If I'm rounding to this decimal place, I look here. Oops, let me pick not a color that's black. I look here, and if this number is 5 or bigger, then the place where I'm rounding moves up. If it's 4 or lower, it stays the same. So now I'm looking at the following numbers. So let's look at our numbers. Excuse me. So I have 7.125, 7.1555. Oops, I have too many. Oh, that's okay. 7.091 and 7.18. Okay, now when I'm putting numbers on a number line from smallest to biggest, I'm going to start comparing placeholders or places. So if I look here, these are all my units. They're all 7. So now I want to look here and I want to see out of all the next numbers, so I'm going to look at the different placeholders. So next comes right here, this number right here. Do you know what place this is called? The one that comes after, right next to the decimal place, is called the tenths. So if I want to put these in order from smallest to biggest, I want to look and see in the next spot which number is the smallest. So I have a 1, a 0, and a 1. So the number that's the smallest is the 0. So that means that this number, I'm just going to put a 1, comes first. Okay. I don't have to compare anything else because that one's with just this number, 7.091. So now I have my last 3 numbers to see which one is the next biggest. So now I'm going to look at my next placeholder, which is this green guy right here. Next to the tenths is called the hundredths. So because I'm going in order from smallest to biggest, I want to know what number is the smallest. So next is the next smallest number. Is it 2, 5, or 8? Oops, and I don't actually need this one highlighted because I'm not looking at that one. 2, 5, or 8. The next smallest number is 2. Then 5. Then 8. So my numbers go in order: 7.091, 7.125, 7.1555, and 7.18. And those are going to be in order from smallest to biggest. Let me know if you have any questions.